It's not like Rings of Power was good to begin with, but it's gonna get even worse for season 2. Which will be better for me because then I can rip it more. I am Mecca, and Rings of Power studio bosses share some disappointing season 2 updates. Or absolutely hilarious if you're me. What's the disappointing update? Is it gonna be because it's gonna be a room full of women? It's a directing team filled with women. Oh, and they're quadrupling down on diversity, which means they're not going to do anything like, I don't know, pay attention to the story, the script, the fan feedback, the nightmarishly horrid character development, or any of that. All-female women directing team to fix Little Miss Galadriel, stick up her butt, the worst thing that ever happened to Middle-earth, the reason for everything being terrible.
Yep.
Like, seriously, Willow is better than this, and Willow is filled with gay stuff. Gay teenagers, to be specific. And you know how I feel about teenagers or romance in anything anymore. I get canceled for it. So Galadriel has this tempest in her that can't be quelled.
There's a tempest in me.
Season 2's episode count is new directing team comprised of all female lady women directors. Good news is, though, we can wait until 2024, I believe. It's not coming anytime soon. Is that the one that was the disappointment? Oh, it's going to be more fast-paced and full of battles. That wasn't your problem. It wasn't that it was slow. It was the characters were horribly bad. So weird. It felt like 3 different people writing these things to come together to relate to nothing. It felt like a completely different series. It felt like, you know, the elf guy and the dwarves were one show, and nothing made sense. Nothing was connected to anything. We even made tons and tons of... Say it! Say it! We even made tons and tons of these little trailers to put it all together.
Tired of being misgendered with all that luxurious hair? Want to look at least 25% different than your literary counterpart? Do you want that well-coiffed Liberace glow? Then come on down to Supercuts. Our trained stylists will have you going to battle looking your most elvish. No, not Elvis, elvish. That's better. Supercuts, with locations now in Rivendell, Minas Tirith, the Shire, and Hammerfell. Well, that last one's actually Skyrim.
Nobody goes off train.
Take their wheels and leave them.
Nobody goes off train.
Take their wheels and leave them.
Are you a boat to transport an army? Did you forget to pack enough supplies for a full complement of horses? Don't want to deal with the foul smell from below decks? Or did you just forget because you rushed off into battle because some blonde chick with pointy ears showed up out of nowhere and told you to? Well, at 1-800-BOAT-ASS got you covered. From cavalry to show jumping, let us fulfill all your equine needs. Perfect for the army on the go. 1-800-BOAT-ASS, because you can't spell ass without horse.
And that's not even the half of it. It was disjointed. It was a complete mess. I almost turned off the Christmas. It made my Christmas lights go out. And they think that just making it faster paced is going to be better. I don't think so. I don't think it's going to be any better. I think that Rings of Power is only exists to make fun of. It only exists to mock and laugh at this point. And anybody who takes it seriously, like it's actually attached to Lord of the Rings, or anybody paying for it, I feel sorry for. I do. Believe me, I spent years being mad that Star Trek was bad. And in the back of my head, I'm like, no, it's an opportunity. It's an opportunity. When life gives you lemons, you squeeze the crap out of it and
I like science.
Grate the flesh off of the side of the thing so you get zest. That's beside the point. I don't know what I'm on about. UFOs over Las Vegas, are they real or not, though? That is the question. This is the clearest picture of it. Do you guys want me to talk more about the UFOs here in Las Vegas that I didn't get to see? Is this a UFO? Is this a drone? Is this a helicopter? We don't know. But it's kind of cool looking. It is kind of cool looking, and this one little bit keeps reflecting off of the top there. making me think it's bigger than it actually is. Why is it on top of a strip club? Who knows?
I like science.
But that's more interesting than the Rings of Power. So why do they feel that diversifying the thing is going to make it better? She asks, knowing why it won't. It's because they don't focus on the writing. They don't care what the writing is. They don't care if the story makes sense.
Plot. What an odd word.
It's like they can't do two things at once. They can't multitask. And I find this fascinating. Like, how can you this up? How is this hard to do?
Plot.
Apparently very.
Uh-oh.
Strong female characters. Yeah, strong female characters, my patootie. The stronger the female characters don't need to destroy everything like Latria. Amazon Studios' Vernon Sanders recently stated that the second season for Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power would double down on the first season's diversification of its Middle-earth through its casting. Who are you bringing in now? Because the best people were in there were the diverse ones, and you completely either wrote them out of the show or killed them off or whatever.
Mateo, I think we're forgetting something very important in all of this.
In a brief interview with Deadline's Nelly whatever, who cares, Frittata for all we care, Sanders was asked from the season 2 cast edition announcements, so far it appears that you're continuing to bring diversity to Middle-earth.
Diverse.
Can you speak about that and tease a more familiar character from the lore than we can expect? Do we have anything that any Lord of the Rings fans are actually going to understand? Or is it just a bunch of made-up garbage and half-baked fake cast that are only there to kind of sort of remember or remind you? Remember Galadriel? Well, this one's nothing like Galadriel, but it's good enough. You'll take it.
Yeah, I remember that.
Alright, it continues to be cast from all around the world. We think that represents the show that we created in season 1, and we're doing the same thing in season 2. We're trying to find the best actor for the role, which nobody cares about if they're characters that we've never seen before. But here's my thing. If it's going from book to screen, every single book to screen has some sort of adaptation, some sort of difference. Just look how different The Shining was, for crying out loud, from the book version to the Stanley Kubrick screen version. Completely different. Then you go watch the miniseries and it's closer to the book.
Johnny! Don't!
Despite the bluster of commitment, Sander went on to state that the third season was not yet greenlit. It's a great question about season 3. We're probably 2 or 3 months in on season 3. I think there could be news certainly in the new year. Oh, no. What do you mean question of season 3? We don't care about it. Specifically asked if Amazon Studios were committed to showrunners J.D. Payne and Patrick McKay's 5-season plan. We're absolutely committed and should be. Nellie Sanders revealed the show will continue to diversify Tolkien's Middle-earth through its casting, so they're doubling down on the woke shit. He also tried to explain that the show hasn't been greenlit for a third season, despite claiming Amazon Studios is committed to 5. Oh! Well, who cares about season 3? Season 2 hasn't even aired yet. Why are we jumping the gun on season 3? Why are we talking about that when the bulk of the story is they're still gonna screw up the source material, but going against the grain, which is what I do, and really, really annoying people for it. Oh, are we getting
Giggity.
bots? Oh, how cute! We're getting
Giggity.
how adorable.
Dena den re dun habeldath mithrandir ve on hel hesano.
They denigrated and insulted fans who wanted casting consistent with the writings and the lore. I don't know. I just kind of see it being Fakey McFakesville, and there's a lot of people interpreting these in a lot of different ways, so.
Diverse.
Anyone sending hate to my black castmates, get off the page. Get off the internet, shut up. I'm more concerned why they have short hair, to be honest. I don't care what color they are. Why do they have short hair? I thought they were supposed to be all elfy, Link-looking, These guys look weird with short hair. This guy looks like Liberace. So yeah, the chick who plays Galadriel is just as unpleasant and much of a snit in real life as she is on the show.
There's a tempest in me.
I am Mecca, and yeah, Rings of Power is going to be just as bad as season 1 was. Don't watch it. Let us rip on it. We have a lot of fun making up the story and making it better based on what's on screen. We've been breaking those down. I'm Mecca. I'm going back to my live chat. Don't you go anywhere. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye!
But no one around here seems to know anything about character and plot.